Hello, it's Layefa. How are you? Some of you may have already seen this video, but I thought it would be beneficial for this YouTube series that I'm doing, just to show you that I am a pure example of working with what you've got. Some of the YouTubers that I absolutely adore have studios and these huge setups, and especially to film their content, and some of my favorite YouTubers just film in their bedroom with the bed pretty much in the background, and that's a very typical sort of YouTube setup, especially considering how YouTube started and most people being at university in their sort of dorm room or at home in their bedroom, being quite young. Anyway, I say all of that to show you this video of how I sort of refurbished a room in my house which didn't really have a particular purpose, and I wanted to repurpose it and use it as a filming room. But as you'll see in the video, I use it for many different reasons. And before I show that clip, I just also wanted to tell you that this room that I'm currently filming in and that I film most of my videos in is my bedroom. I make do with what I have. It's a little corner in my bedroom. I could have my bed in the background, but the way my window is positioned, it seems more appropriate to just be in this little corner, and it works for me. And so I thought, if you've seen this video already, enjoy it again, and if you haven't, I really hope it's beneficial to you. Just really work with what you've got. I'm a big believer of working with what you have and just being as excellent as you can with what you already have in front of you. Anyway, until the next video, bye and welcome to the green room. I've always wanted to do a home decorating video. Back in the day, I actually wanted to be an interior designer. Besides all of that, I just realized that it wouldn't work for me. Designing and decorating a space has always been a slow process. Set aside the basics of putting the furniture that you need together, bed, table, chair, etc., but also working out the feng shui and the functionality of a space. It could take me up to a year to actualize how I will use a space or a room. So yeah, this room has been the spare room for some time now. It's not a bedroom, it's not a lounge. It was in between a study room and an escape haven. At one point it turned into a bit of a dumping ground, actually. A dumping ground for items that didn't have a home in any other part of the house. I know it may not look it, but this is a grown-up setting, and for me, I really wanted to keep this room as minimal as I possibly can. But it also needed to perform as a multi-purpose function room. We wanted an extra lounge that could be used as a space when we have guests, because our actual lounge is, hey child, let's not even go there. God will do it. As well as a meeting room, it needed to be bright and suitable for filming, and also work as a study space and a great room for Zoom conferences. So I know I'm asking for a lot from one room, I do know. Personally, I like my spaces to feel interesting and dynamic. I have a thing for vintage furniture, if you haven't already gathered. I especially love Chesterfields. I'm a huge fan of Demi Samande, and I love what she's doing in Nigeria. I love mixing old and new. It gives the space real personality. This sofa is part of a 3-piece suite, which some of you may recognize in a few of my other previous videos, and even in the passion project where I shot a music video in the forest. My knees feel weak, come to the ground under my feet. Yes, this is the same sofa that I used. I absolutely love it. It's slowly developing a sentimental touch because it was one of the pieces that my mum haggled for me to get the price down, and I was like, thank you so much, mum. So it really does mean a lot to me. At some point when maybe we move into our big mansion, who knows, I feel like some point in the future I would like it to get reupholstered, but I'm not sure when. And I think it also depends on how we progress as a family, if we move, if we don't move. to, you know, it all depends. In this room in particular, we do have quite a few old pieces, and I know that this angle doesn't do it complete justice. Obviously this sofa behind me is an old piece, and I have a couple of office chairs. We have a wardrobe which I don't know if I've kind of inherited it, but I'm using it for a slightly different purpose. It's more of a decorative piece rather than a functioning piece. This is how it looks like closed, so it does look a little bit like the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I'm using it more as a decorative piece. Plant here, so peeping out of the wardrobe, and I have an easel at the back. Now the easel is so that I could put because I don't have anything on the walls, and I'm not sure if I want anything on the walls because I might want to change things up every now and again. But the easel, it was to put a picture on it. Cool piece of art. This is my grandfather's head, and I wanted to put it in the frame and then place it on the easel, so I will get round to it at some point. There is a bit of foliage in this room. As soon as I got my car back after the lockdown, me and the kids did take a trip down to IKEA. We're going to IKEA, so put your shoes on. Oh. And it was much needed. We're currently in my sister's room. I've moved like a lot of furniture into here and just like extra stuff. I don't know, if I take this big camera with me, that means like I'm actually vlogging. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Too big for your face. The trip was specifically for plants. I think we're gonna sit down so we could just have a little tete-a-tete. So we're in the room that we're decorating. Yesterday we went to the beach, so decorating was on pause. We went to Camber Sands, really nice. I don't know if I'll have a vlog on it, but if I do, then enjoy. We decorated my sister's room, and now when I say decorated, we've painted. We moved on to this room painting. This is the foliage that I bought from IKEA. I'm really pleased with it. I'm quite excited to set it up. And I was very particular that I wanted fake plants. I know that might be very some people may find it tacky, but especially for the aesthetic that I was going for, if the room needs to be multi-functional and also work as a filming room, I was thinking of the backdrop of some of my visuals when it comes to filming. So I do have one real plant, and also I don't have green fingers, so I need to be very clear on that. I bought one plant and I thought if I could keep this plant alive, you know, and I'm gonna say give it a year, if I could keep this plant alive for a good year, 2 years, then maybe I could branch into buying more real plants, because typically speaking I don't have green fingers. It's not something that I inherited from my mum. An amazing plant lover, but I just don't have that skill. I thought let me get one and then complement it with some foliage, some fake ones, and then develop from there. And also keep in mind the placing of where I wanted to put the plants, and the nature of some plants need direct sunlight, they can't be near radiators or this and that. I was thinking I can't have plants dotted around all over the room as much as I would like to. Some of the plants I actually have in mind do need direct sunlight, and we do have one big beautiful window, but I use that to sit by my desk. The rule of thumb so far is they don't come in here unless they are with another grown-up, so otherwise it would very easily turn into their playroom. You know what it's like when you have kids, you just find toys dotted around everywhere, and it's like, where is the grown-up space? I feel like it's come a long way from where it initially started. And I want to keep it pretty simple. We have, you know, repainted the walls, and you know, so everything's white now. I feel like it's not your typical YouTuber kind of space, because usually they're all white, everything's shiny, there's lights everywhere. But as I said, it's a multi-functioning room. It needs to function as different things at any given time. I won't say I am trying to minimalize on stuff unless I need it. So we do have a, I don't know what you call it, a bookshelf. It is an old piece of furniture, and for years I hated it. But do you know what? I've come to love it, because I feel like it could work in any space, especially if the walls are really simple. We also have a grey sofa bed just here, which we don't really pull it out as a sofa bed. It just sort of unfolds into one. We haven't really had guests over. Most of the time, if we have had extra people, we haven't needed to open it out and they just sleep on it like that. To be honest, it's not my favorite piece of furniture. I don't know if it's because of how it's made. It's not the best quality. Sorry, there are kids outside. We have this small sort of glass coffee table where so far it's just one magazine there. I say that I'm trying to minimalize on stuff, but between you and me, I collect magazines with black women on the cover. I've been doing that for some years now, but in order to minimalize and to niche it down further, collecting magazines with dark-skinned or, you know, really brown-skinned black women on the cover, just for representation for the inner child within me. It won't always be a dark-skinned woman. Like if I'm a stan of this particular person on the cover, then I will buy regardless of if she is dark-skinned or not. In my mind, I'm like, if you're trying to be a minimalist, you can't be a collector of stuff. That sounds like a hoarder. This magazine is Wonderland, and it has I'm not really sure how you say her name, Normani. You see, I said it's been a year. This is spring 2020. No, but I'm pretty sure I did not buy this year. Did I buy this year? You know, I have an issue. Oh, I have a thing for the fresh pages. And it smells so good. That fresh print. It says spring 2020. I'm pretty sure spring 2020 magazine doesn't come out in spring, because spring, summer, autumn, winter, like the magazine doesn't come out during the season. This is also a space where I've been, you know, drawing and painting. Haven't been doing that as much as I have on previous occasions, but I've been drawing and painting from time to time. I might watch a little bit of Netflix, because you can never have too much Netflix. Come on.
What are you starting? What are you making? Building.
I'm trying to build a tabletop. Washing powder?
Yeah.
Have you checked under the stairs?
Oh, is that what you keep it?
The cupboard. Check both of the cupboards. Okay. Mom, let me call you back. What did you come here? You came here for shopping.
Yes. I need to borrow your Hoover. We're doing the garden.
Yeah, I was like...
What do you want? Yeah. Hoover, washing soap. So you're building a table?
No, this is already the table. What I went to IKEA to try and get the legs, just the legs. But this is a really heavy work table. So instead of, I just thought, what if I don't really put, what if I just put the worktop on top of a table?
But where's the table going to be, in the kitchen?
No, this is for there.
Oh. So you glue it here?
I might glue it, I might not. It's very Instagrammable.
Ah.
Is she still there?
Yeah, she's doing the garden.
Oh no, you've got her roped into the garden.
Oh, she's the one. I haven't even touched the garden because I went to market to buy meat because I want to cook stew.
Huh?
I can hear you making noise.
Can you?
I'm sure he can.
You're gonna help me out with an idea of how to glue it.
Put long nail. It's not screw. Put the nail there.
Bam.
Hit it.
Bam.
But if you want to drill.
Yes, I know. I knew you would say.
That's a big one, John.
I know.
Drill.
Is gluing an option?
No, gluing is not an option.
It's a little bit longer than the table because I was scared of getting it wrong.
No, that's fine.
So this is the worktop on top of the table in all its functioning glory, right by the window. This is the real plant at present. So far it's surviving. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the stress I had because the plant started growing mushrooms and I was freaking out. Then we have this table. This is again another old piece. It was my mum's. She used to use it as her sewing table, and as you can see I've just got the plants here because it makes a good backdrop, and that lamp for anybody who's doing some quiet reading. Then we move on to the famous Chesterfield. Then we have this wardrobe. Yeah, so that's about it for this room. I hope you kind of like, because it's not really supposed to be a room tour. I don't think I'll be giving you a room tour, but just like at least you get to see the backdrop. And I think I might slip in some clips if I haven't done already when the room was completely empty, because I think as well I've got some things that are very telling of where exactly I live in this room, so I might keep the rest of it to myself. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. Hit the notification bell so that you can be updated with so that you could be notified with every video that I post. Hit the thumbs up button if you found this video helpful. Like, you know, comment, leave me any questions that you have, so while I'm making this content I might be able to answer your questions. I want this series to be short but beneficial. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, respect your edges. Bye.